Hello and welcome to Yogi Mobi. Today I'm going to introduce another video once again on Windows 11, and today's topic is going to be the Windows settings menu. So let's get started. Now, how do you access the Windows settings app? The first thing you can do is simply type in search, look for settings, and then you can open the settings app. As soon as you open the settings menu, this is the overview of how it looks like. On your left hand side you get the navigation menu, wherein you have different modes like system, Bluetooth, network, personalization. So each of the options on the left hand side has a sub menu on the right hand side. So in today's video I'll be covering up the system option, which again has all of these sub menus on the right hand side. So let's start. The first one here is your display. So when you open it up, from this you can adjust your display brightness to like up to 100%. If you're using time, you can prefer to set it at 50. If you're always on a low light or a dim light, you can set it to like 0 or at least like 10%. So depending on your need, you can actually change the brightness. Okay, the second option here is your night light. If you're using the computer for long hours, especially at night, in order to give less strain to your eyes, you can turn on the night light, which turns on the ambient lighting and kind of gives you this orange shade for your screen. So it's less stressful for your eyes, and overall working at late night makes it more comfortable. During the day you can turn it off, or you can actually schedule depending on your hours and turn it on accordingly. Going back, then this is an HDR option. If your laptop or monitor supports the HDR, you can turn that on. If you don't have HDR supported on your device, by default this will be off. The next section here is your scale and layout. So as you can see, my laptop is scaled at 225%. That's because if I set it to 100%, this is what is going to happen. I can barely see anything on my laptop right now, because my laptop is a 4K display. So my Windows resolution has to go over 200 or 225 so that I can have some decent content to see. Now, depending on your monitor resolution or your laptop's resolution, you can either set it to 100%, or if you have a 4K monitor, set it to like 200 or 250 or 225. I can still do like 200% on my laptop, and it's fairly visible, but for the sake of this video I'm going to set it to 225 so you all can see it properly. Now the next option is display resolution. Again, depending on your laptop's highest resolution, as you can see, mine is set to 3840 by 2160. That's the 4K resolution. But if your laptop supports, let's say, full HD, you can choose from a variety of options in here. Next option is your display orientation. Depending on how you have your monitor or your external display, it's from landscape, portrait, or flipped version of it. So again, depending on your setup, you can choose these options here. Multiple displays. Again, you have an extra choice in here wherein you can click on remember Windows location based on monitor connection, minimize Windows when a monitor is disconnected. So what that means is, if you disconnect your external monitor, it will minimize that particular window that was opened. And you can also connect to a wireless display with these options here. So a pretty versatile and much more improved interface when connecting to external displays in here. Another one is advanced display. So it basically gives you an overview of how many hertz your display, the refresh rate is supported, We also have like a 90 and 120 hertz monitors available now in the market, so which is pretty good if you're playing games or need a program which needs high refresh. So that's all you can find in here. Let's go back, and another option here is graphics, which basically allows you to customize your graphic card. Let's say, for example, I have some high-end graphics, so depending on my app, let's say if I want to configure something, I can select either my high performance NVIDIA graphics or the Windows, or I can let Windows choose it for me. So the Windows will automatically select based on the application which graphic cards to use for the best experience. So if you have high performance apps like Photoshop or Adobe or any of the editing apps which requires high power, you can actually assign the GPU according to your list or according to your preference. Alright, so that's all included in the first topic of system. I will be going through a series of videos on system apps, so stay tuned to all of my videos. So if you're new to this channel, do like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.